Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here. So at the shop, not the way I start every video, and it's the weekend. You know what that means? Weekends are for your own buckets. Even though I already put in a little bit of time on the 57 over there, I have my buddy's going to come down and do a nice little detail on Brian's Mustang because I think it's getting pretty close to going home. But either way, I'm taking it out of sort of the dustier shop over here and putting it over in the cleaner shop, because we're going to be doing some work on the interior. I think pretty much all the external stuff is done. Also going to be doing, actually going to determine the correct back spacing and offset and tire size for the rims and tires. He wants, well, there's some interference issues up in the front. We're going to be changing the backspace on that, so I'll do that in another video. But I mean, the thing's looking pretty good. And taking it for a couple of drives, I went down and put gas in it. And this thing has come a long way, I will say that. Either way, still some stuff to do. Obviously, the hood pins aren't there. The rearview mirror, side view, passenger side view is here, actually in a box. Actually, I probably put it inside the car. I have to drill and tap these little rivets or nutsert that they put in here. And I'll do that, well, probably in the next video also. A recap of what's going on under the hood here. So this is a crispy little motor. Oh, also we have to try to find oh yeah, we're gonna do fuel injection on this. So yeah, it's better off going to the other spot. Fuel lines are already run. Yeah, fuel injection upgrade is next on this thing. Heck yeah. This is gonna be, oh, trans cooler. Yeah, I need to walk around this thing and top off a bunch of stuff. I did the wiring. I have to put some tubing on the wiring or some of that power braid. I love using that stuff. But yeah, front end's square, car's looking good. But like I said, weekends are for your own buckets. So I'm just sort of familiarizing you with where I'm standing on some projects right now. Right now, this is the Joey Chevelle. Motor's all in, accessory drives all installed, power steering line still to do, lots of stuff. Wiring harness is actually already run inside the car. You guys remember the Andrew 62. I just got done redoing the complete windows. Has a new windshield. I did that before Thanksgiving when we sent it back to him, and this thing turned out really nice. I've done new felts, scrapers, window wings, glass. I went with the deluxe glass with the chrome around it. Looks pretty awesome in my opinion. It works really good. I also give the door a little rebuild, lubed everything up really good. And boom, that cool. So, but once again, that's just an update of what's going on with the projects over in this unit. I think I did a walkthrough in the last video of everything in the other unit. Oh, here's another one right here too. This is Roy's Ranchero. I don't know if I did a video on this, but he brought it upon himself to paint the engine bay silver, like with a spray can, and he painted everything, wires, everything. But you know what? Hey, more power to you, Roy. Took it all apart, sanded it all down, stripped as much of it as we could. Had to deal with some contamination issues or some reactions to the different types of paint. But got it all handled. We're putting fuel injection on this one also. And it's coming right along, so happy with that. But I digress. I am getting ready to, I have the F250 out here, and I don't know if you guys realize, I've always been driving this thing with 0 brakes. The pedal was like seized. The master cylinder was just full of rust and corrosion and just junk. There it is right there, just a rust ball. I went to a local auto supply and spent 50 bucks and got a new master cylinder. So we're gonna put that in right now. This one's aluminum. I guess that's cheaper to make them out of aluminum now. I'm gonna bench bleed it, so that's pretty important to do. Quick little bench bleed, and then put it in the car and see if this thing gets a brake pedal. I've already checked to make sure the booster wasn't seized, because that pedal under the dash feels terrible. And it all seems okay. Working in the middle of the bodywork mess. Anyway, let me go find sticks. He's here somewhere. And we'll do a quick bench bleed right there. And then we'll get that in and see if we have some pedal and then maybe take it for a test drive. I'll be right back. Okay, found Sticks McGann next door. Had to take a little break and help one of the cabinet guys out. But gotta keep this in a safe place as to not hose it down. Alrighty. So I mounted the master cylinder right here. Now there's a couple options you can go with right here. You can put a fitting in here and flip it over and put the hose up into there and then just pump until all the bubbles go away. And nobody got no time for that. Actually, I don't have those hoses here. Didn't come with a bleed kit. So yeah, it's just called bench bleeding. Pretty common practice. It's gonna save you a lot of drama when it comes time to install it and bleed it. Also, when the master cylinder is being pushed manually by your hand and maybe a screwdriver, it will go full throw. If you were to put this in your car and try to bench bleed it, there's a good chance that the pedal stops before the piston in the master travels the full distance, at which point you will end up with always have a spongy pedal because there will be a gap of air inside there, a pocket of air. Hold please. Okay, the trick here is to not shoot brake fluid across the parking lot here. We're just going to depress this in. Actually, I may have to move this over here. So I have to be able to block things off while I do it. So depress the master slowly. Once it's completely bottomed out, block off these two holes. You can't really see it, but it just sucked all that fluid right down. Now I can remove my fingers and slowly depress it again. Block off these two holes. When I let off, I saw it suck more brake fluid. This is probably going to put some out. That's honestly all you have to do right there. I've seen people keep doing it, but you'll see when I push on it this time, there's a nice clean flow. When I took my fingers off, I could hear the suction. That is cool. Now, it came with a couple of plugs just to prevent me from dripping brake fluid all over the car or shop when I walk out there. I think I can top it off right now. Okay, go install it. Awesome. See if that pedal moves. Okay, I don't know if this thing has brakes, but pedal feels normal. I still need to bleed the actual brakes, but have to start out with fluid somewhere. Okay, I put in a couple of quarts of transmission fluid, aired up the tire. It's got brake fluid. This thing has always run really good, except for the very first day I got it. I've since tuned it up, wires, plugs, cap, points. Every time I get in, another piece of seat falls out. I've been driving with the emergency brake, so I think maybe that's how I will off. Oh, got all the gears in there now. Kind of stops. All right, let me turn around, I'll be right back. All right, so zero brake whatsoever. I think the front calipers are just seized. I think that's a nice steering radius though. It's kind of, well, all right, not that nice. Oh yeah, I think I'll make it. Let me step on the brake here. Nothing. 2 feet on the brake. Yeah, nothing whatsoever. So I think that brake calipers are probably the next investment on this thing. Because there's nothing going on. And honestly, this thing sat buried to the axles for many, many years. So I guarantee you the brake calipers. The rear drum still works. That's all I'm using is the e-brake. I don't necessarily know if the hydraulics are any good, but I know the front brake calipers, there's like no marks on the rotors at all. But zero brakes. That's fully to the floor. Nothing. But the e-brake works. So why not drive it? The 1/4 inch? I get it. Yeah, this works really good. It's got low miles. Just sat in someone's backyard. Okay guys, that's it for this. I'm gonna get some calipers for this thing, put it all together, make it stop safely, and then do another video. See you soon. That's Felipe, by the way. Say hi, Felipe.